One of the things I always talk about is the importance of having a very clear definition of the response that you want to promote from your efforts when you go to the gym in the first place. If you don't have a clear definition of the response that you want to promote, how the fuck can you channel your efforts in such a way to maximize the response at anything? You can't. So you need a clear definition of the response that you want to promote. Now, strength is something that a lot of people don't have a clear definition of what the fuck that is. So strength could be defined as, and this isn't Webster's definition or anything like that, this isn't written in stone anywhere, but it can be defined as this: the nervous system's capacity to recruit the muscles on your body in their current state, which are responsible for producing force to perform the direction of effort for whatever exercise it is that you want to do. So basically, your capacity to showcase your strength is limited by your nervous system's ability to recruit the muscles on your body. Now, there's a difference between building strength and showcasing strength. When you do a 1 rep max, you showcased your strength. You showcased your nervous system's capacity to recruit the muscles on your body in their current state, which are responsible for producing force to perform that direction of effort. Strength is not built by showcasing it. Strength is built through stress and repetition. So there's 5 neural aspects that contribute to increasing your capacity to showcase your strength. And they are, in no particular order, what I like to call quantity. Motor unit recruitment. The more motor units that are recruited, the greater your capacity to produce force is going to be. Quality. The rate of recruitment. The faster you recruit them, the more acceleration you're going to impart upon the resistance, and the more acceleration you impart upon the resistance, the more momentum you're going to generate, and momentum lowers the mass to overcome. You got to understand that the body has its own limiting factors, built-in self-defense protective mechanisms that are going to limit your capacity to showcase your strength. If we can desensitize these built-in self-defense protective mechanisms, your capacity to showcase your true strength is going to be greater. Inter-muscular coordination. Antagonists relaxing so that the agonists can do their job, but not so much that stability is compromised. And intramuscular coordination. Muscle fibers being recruited in the advantageous pattern, or the most advantageous pattern. So those 5 aspects contribute most to increasing your capacity to showcase your strength. And they are best developed through frequency of practice. The more often you do something, the faster you're going to promote these neural adaptations to occur. Now, the first 3 are best developed through max efforts, weights that exceed 90% of what you can currently showcase. The last 2 here are best developed through stress and repetition. Now, you got to understand that the type of work you do will determine the amount of rest required in response to the work that you did. The heavier you go, the more demanding it is on the nervous system. You can't sustain it for very long. So the heavier you go, yes, it will speed up the neural adaptations of the first 3 that I mentioned there, but that can't be sustained for long, or you're going to hit a wall and you're going to overwork your capacity to recover. You got to take into consideration the overall impact of the work that you're doing. Going a little bit lighter facilitates more work to be performed, and that's going to best develop inter and intramuscular coordination, because you're going to develop a sense of technical efficiency and technical mastery. The more work you do, the more practice you do, the better you're going to get. So strength, the capacity to recruit the muscles on your body in their current state, which are responsible for producing force to perform the direction of effort, is best developed through stress and repetition. But you got to understand there's an inverse relationship between the amount of weight you're using and the amount of work you can do. So you can choose how you want to go about developing strength, but it's a good idea to understand the way things work, so when you design the strategy to get stronger, you don't end up shooting yourself in the foot as a result of that. So that's something I wanted to share real quick, because a lot of people don't have a definition of what strength is, and therefore they can't channel their efforts in such a way to maximize the return on investment of time and effort. A lot of people think you got to go super fucking heavy to get stronger. No. Going super duper heavy is just testing yourself. You're showcasing your strength. You don't build strength that way. You build strength through stress and repetition, through frequency of practice. And if you go a little bit lighter, yes, it's not going to be as heavy, so you're not going to look like you're as strong, but frequently getting those reps in is going to enhance the neural adaptation. So there's a lot of different ways you can go about building strength, but the underlying theme is that you got to frequently practice what you want to get better at, but understand there's an inverse relationship with the heavier that you go and the less sustainable that is going to be. So I wanted to share that real quick, because a lot of people don't understand it or see it this way. If you like this information, share it. Click the fucking button at the bottom of the screen that you're looking at. Subscribe to the channel, support me, and I'll keep fucking supporting you even though you didn't even ask me to.